Hi everyone, Sifu Ed here. Happy New Year. Happy to see all of you. And I'm sorry I haven't been posting, but just been busy with all of the year beginning and getting everything kind of lined up and started off. So today what I wanted to talk about is something referred to as the 5 levels of consciousness. And this is in alignment with the principles of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is the Eastern Indian medicine, which is a wonderful practice and extremely beneficial. And I really like the way that they characterize, this is partially used as a method of treatment and diagnosis, but it sort of segments the components of a human being, Atman, which is the self. And what it refers to is the 5 levels of consciousness as sheaths, if you imagine the sheath of a knife. And one of the analogies that I've heard has been that of a lampshade. So if we think of the light of consciousness, that innermost light that shines outward from us, then if you put a lampshade over it, and a lampshade, and a lampshade, and a lampshade moving outward, the intensity of the light diminishes as we move outward. And in this philosophy, when we reach the outermost level, it is also the most opaque. So if we think of the external level, the outside, as being the body, now that's neither good nor bad, it's just simply our skin suit, right? And how we manage that can create a number of conditions which aid us in the process of looking inward and developing an internal awareness, or we can stay firmly entrenched in the exterior. So a negative consequence of being entrenched in the external sheath might be an obsession with the material. So I'm completely all consumed by the idea of sensory data and desire. I want stuff, I want satiation, I want to feel good, whatever that takes. And as a result, my actions may create negative consequence for others and certainly negative health benefits. When we move a layer inward, we talk about the breath or the energy sheath. And this is something that we see in energy-based medicine practices like acupuncture, Reiki. And incidentally, let me state clearly that there's a great deal of not only anecdotal but scientific evidence that points to this being factual and not just sort of wishful thinking or some kind of woo-woo practice. So if we think about the breath in practices like Qigong, Tai Chi, and the energetic nature of our body's systems and how that intertwines with that which surrounds us, this is the energy-based sheath. Practices like pranayama and the breath integrate this and aid in the process of developing good health. Then we move a step inward. This is the intelligence, the conscious awareness. And then we move a step inward to the unconscious or the subconscious awareness. And then we move even a step inward, and this is what's referred to as the transcendent awareness. This is that space, enlightenment, where the shroud is lifted and this light, this energy from which we all come, that not only is inside us, but surrounds us, we experience this innate sense of oneness. So I think it's a lovely model and helps us to really understand the value of moving inward. And it's said that the practices of meditation, excuse me, and particularly the mantra practice, is something that is a tool that can create a pinprick, a hole in the more opaque surfaces so that the light of consciousness can shine through. So one that I'd like to share with you is called the Soham mantra. And this is one that comes from, in my experience, Paramahansa Yogananda, the Self-Realization Fellowship. And this mantra is typically practiced silently. So you would actually think the sound rather than reciting the sound. And it's very simple. Sit with your back straight, breathe into the abdomen. So we're using the diaphragmatic breathing. And with every inhalation, think the sound so, which is like to sew an article of clothing. And then on the exhalation, hum, like to hum a tune. And this is said to be a profound mantra that can lead to states of realization that lead us closer to that inner light. So I wanted to share that with you today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll look forward to speaking with you soon.